The fuse is easily lit.
I'm a street fighter with a secret past. So, you know, sometimes people tell stories and none of them are true. Yeah.
And I'll still tip it because I'm American. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bryan Callen, everybody!
I love those bows. I've always wanted to do something so amazing.
Yeah.
And then I come out and people are crying and I want to go. I'm so exhausted. I want to go. You know what I mean? Where my knees knock and I'm fucking exhausted and I'm crying too because I'm still in character.
And you're crying too?
Yeah, because I've just did the scene and you guys are like, fucking the truth, and you're crying. And I'm so exhausted. I'm just like, this, I can't even bow. You know, I bow, I'm exhausted. My back breaks from my exhaustion, from being emotionally, fuck it.
No, I get it. I think the greatest performer that accentuates after they've expended all their energy is a magician.
Yeah.
Because after a magic trick, there's no other, just like...
Yeah.
Then the crowd goes nuts and just...
Yeah. Yes. You know who's not like that?
Who?
David Blaine. He did a trick at my house, friends with him, and he did a trick. My buddy Brendan Schaub was like, whatever, David Blaine. I go, oh, really? Oh. I go, David, can you blow his mind? And David had us do a magic trick, pick a card, and then David was like, the wrong card, and he had him write it down. I had to go find a Sharpie and write down his initials on the card, right? And couldn't find the card. And then David goes, that's not your card, damn. Which is your card? And, oh, that's the card. And we show it, and it's got the initials, and he screwed up the thing, and then he goes, but then what does that Sharpie say? And the Sharpie I found in my house had the Queen of Diamonds. It said Queen of Diamonds on the fucking Sharpie. The Sharpie says Queen of Diamonds. And he whispered it to me. He didn't even look it. He whispered it, don't tell me the card, whisper it to him. It was on, so this is magic. And you know, he didn't go like that. He just went, would you guys want to go eat somewhere?
I would punch somebody in the face after that
I
trick.
know.
Like,
I would have too, but he opened his mouth and fucking bats flew. Yeah, so he's magic. If I had one superpower, it wouldn't be bats. I would love to get giant fucking hornets. And if somebody tried to mug me, I'd be like, yes, okay. You know. How are you gonna fuck with hornets? I don't give a shit. You have a bulletproof vest or all the guns. Say! You know, your face melts.
yes, yeah. Okay.
I would train them to sting in unison, so your body went in shock. Like that.
Keep in
mind. It's like being tased, but worse.
Keep in mind, this is a father of two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the second live episode of Big and Hungry.
That's right. Now, for those of you that have listened to Bryan Callen over the years, and I'm sure quite a few have, you'll know that Bryan, I believe, was abandoned in a zoo at the age of 8 and got to know them all.
That's not true. I was in...
Here we go.
It doesn't matter.
We just put this down.
No. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be some crazy story.
No, go ahead.
We were in the wilderness in...
by the way, I've never had a story in 46 years of my life that ever started off so we were in the wilderness. I've never said those stories.
Well, my father was a hard man. He kept a black mustache, black as a raven's tail. He had a cruel smell. He smelled like rawhide and steel. He believed he would say to me, "My son, a man must be forged. Most of these people are tall boys. You will be a man. Like steel, it must be forged on the white-hot surface of suffering." And he left me in the wilderness with naught but a knife and my wits. I was stripped to the waist. Luckily, even as a child, I was athletic and well-developed.
Just quick question. Was your father, did he always do Shakespearean summer stock? Or?
No.
Okay. Because I thought he's from the States, but that's fine.
No. Yes,
Parsippany, New Jersey.
Yes, but he was schooled in England.
Yeah. Okay.
And and educated, and I was weaned on a wolf mare, and raised by wolves, and thus began my childhood. So I suppose I spent most of my time in the wilderness of India, the Bandarlogs, where, as you all know, tigers are man-eaters there. So I spent most of my time in the trees. Anyway, what was your question?
So Bryan, the most shocking thing to me is that you just know so much about animals. So I thought I'd come up with a few questions about animals, animal trivia, and
Steve has some animal questions.
Oh my God!
This is what
wait, no, you don't. Okay.
12 animal trivia questions. Okay.
I can't believe this. The first one, I wrote the question down. I didn't even write the fucking answer. I'm a fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. So I'll ask the question, then I'll go, Google. I don't know, is that right? Okay, all right, ready?
Wait, why you're asking me animal questions because I know animals.
You know animals, and you seem to know a little bit about everything,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to the animal kingdom.
I'm a reader.
All right, so here's some questions, and we're hitting all spectrums of animals, okay?
Yeah.
What is, this is, we'll see. What is the most common type of dolphin?
Of dolphin?
Yeah.
I would say bottlenose.
Correct.
I mean, I've spent my time in the sea. I sent myself through school diving for pearls. I was a pearl diver in the Mediterranean. It's how I sent myself through school. It's why I have such a command of the classics.
I thought it was in New York City, and there was an Iron Sheik with a lot of money that you had to wear board shorts.
I did some private dancing for a sheik.
Okay, we're going to ask you this first question, okay? We're going to go into, again, these are broad, and we're going to slowly wean our way down. The world's population, what do you think the number is of dogs in the world right now? What is the population of dogs currently right now?
In the world?
In the world.
I mean, in the world, let's see, there's 7 billion people, so I'd say everybody owns a dog. So I would say, the asshole doesn't know math. So I'd say about 14 billion dogs. I don't fucking know. I mean, if whatever that says is wrong. I would imagine. I'm gonna say 300 million dogs.
Ooh. Close.
Yeah?
But you're off by 100. It's 400 million.
Okay, sorry. It's basically
Here's my second dog question.
Yeah.
In terms of years,
yeah.
How many years ago were dogs domesticated?
Well, I know with the eugenics movement came different breeds of dogs in the 30s. But in terms of when dogs were domesticated, you can look at Greek tapestries. And you're talking about well before Christ, dogs.
Could I have a Jameson on the rocks, please? I think I'm going to be here for a while. When does the plane land, sir?
I would say almost 40,000 years ago, but I don't.
40,000. Okay,
it could be
15,000 years ago.
15,000, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And by the way, that number is contested.
Now we're getting into
in the anthropology circles I run in.
Now you seem to know quite a bit about big cats.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the way I move.
Of all the species of cats, which is the biggest?
The Siberian tiger, obviously, and of course. And don't tell me the liger because it'll annoy me. But the Siberian tiger is 720 pounds. A big male tips out at 720. So good luck fucking with that thing, dude. Okay? And he ain't hearing a fucking beep. Not a beep out of Simba or Scar, okay? So take your fucking male lion, all right, and send it back to the fucking pound where it belongs. Because there's only one king of the jungle, and his name is Siberia.
By the way, he's right.
Of course I'm right.
Bryan Callen is right on that one.
Okay. Easy. That's an easy one.
You're doing pretty well. Okay, here we go. What do you call a group of tigers?
A group of tigers?
Yes.
It's definitely not a pride, because that would be a pride of
because,
lions.
a group of dolphins is called a pod. A group of wolves is called a pack.
Does anybody know the answer to that question? A group of tigers? First of all, tigers don't hang out in groups. So why would they have a name for a group of tigers? Tigers are solitary cats.
Okay, before I tell you that's not... Hold on, we're not rewriting history.
I'm just saying, bro.
Okay?
It's a trick question. I don't appreciate it.
It's not a trick question. Do you guys know what a group of Karens is called? A teachers' union. A group of tigers is called an ambush or a streak.
An ambush or a streak?
Yeah.
Well, whoever invented that is dummy because the only time you're going to see a group of tigers is in captivity, okay? Captivity.
Okay.
Yeah. Good luck breeding a great white in captivity, by the way. Yeah, okay.
Okay, hold on. You ready? So young cats are called kittens.
Yeah.
Male cats are called toms. What are female cats called?
Felines?
Molly or queen.
A molly or a queen?
Yes. And did you know this? A baby bat is called a pup, while an old bat is called Nancy Pelosi.
Classic burn! Classic burn! Let's call it classic burn. Fucking way to go, Steve A! Fucking
Okay.
Steve A!
We were talking about this the
fucking
other...
ageist. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, you guys.
We were talking about this the other day. Great white sharks, you seem to know quite a bit about those.
Sharks?
Yes, a great white, what do you believe its top speed will be in the water?
Damn, mako sharks are the fastest sharks. I would imagine, could maybe 40 miles an hour?
Well, I don't know the translation, but it's 30 kilometers per hour.
Oh, that's much slower than I thought. That's
Because
the top speed?
Look, there's two types of countries in this world. Those that use the metric system and those that are landed on the goddamn moon. USA! USA! So I don't know that...
God, you're such a nationalist. I apologize for my nationalist friend.
Sorry. Okay.
I love all people.
Dude, this is a fascinating one, okay?
Yeah.
Now I know... how far away do you believe you can hear a lion's roar?
Wow. Fuck, man. I know when I play tennis.
Here we go.
It's just the way I come over the ball, and I'm using my whole fucking body, dude. Just, it's so stupid because I just be in fucking Kentucky if you're gonna fucking return my topspin. My backhand is, it's a lot more, it's softer, so you're not gonna hear that. Because I fucking slice, I drop it, but, and you can hear that in another state, so I would imagine, a lion, I'd imagine a mile away.
Okay, 5 miles.
5 miles?
5 miles, you can hear a lion roar. I don't want to know what your parents sound like. I'm asking a lion. What do you believe the average lifespan for a lion is?
14 years.
Close, 12.
Yeah, 12.
12 years. Very nice.
They don't live long.
Average lifespan of a gorilla?
I think probably 26 years. Maybe 30 at the most.
Okay, 40 to 50 years.
Is that right?
That's
in
right.
In captivity,
yeah.
Huh?
I don't know. That's what
They're
it
like
said.
humans, I would imagine. As you know, my answer is 40 to 50 years.
If you were a gorilla, what...
I had time to think about it.
If you were a gorilla, what kind of gorilla would you be?
Fucking Silverback, obviously. Silverback. And I love the fact that I'd be a fucking vegan and that strong. You know what I mean? What do you eat? Fucking leaves. You know what I mean? And you just fucking check out, you just go, hey, and you would just slap dudes in the next fucking week. Say Dave! You could scalp, you don't need your hair. Bang! You grab him here, like that, and just pull his teeth. Okay. You don't need your bottom teeth, do you? Ah! 2 fingers, 2 thick as fuck fingers. Take it! You're talking too much. I'd be a bouncer. You want to lose your bottom teeth? Or just squeeze, and this is only 30%. I can't breathe. I know. 30%. You want 40? Hey! Squeeze you a little bit, and then you poo your pants. Go clean up. Now you gotta run home. I'd be the best bouncer in the world. It's a fucking silverback. My God, dude. Slap the shit out of you, beat everybody in an arm wrestle, make a fortune. So many things I do as a silverback. And just hang out.
I want to talk
People
about...
Can you climb? No, I'm a fucking gorilla. I live on the ground. You dumb shit. However, not afraid of a lion. Not afraid of a lion. Because I'm 6 feet tall and 600 pounds. So I'll just walk through a lion's fucking territory. I'll just stroll through. Come on, kitty cat. Gonna be a fight. You could, as a silverback, you can go, you're male lion? Good. So let's go. And who knows? You know what I mean? Like, you might lose. All right, anyway. Got me excited.
Okay. We're going to talk about cheetahs for a second.
Cheetahs. For me, I love the cheetah because they are like phantoms. They are phantoms. It makes me want to be Spanish. I don't know why.
Okay. What do you believe a cheetah's top speed is?
75 miles an hour.
Again, I can't do the conversion on this shit. 113 kilometers per
75
hour.
miles an hour.
Is that what it is? And by the way, fan fact for you guys that are fans of Bryan, Cheetahs is also where he gets his mail set in Las Vegas. That's his...
Goddamn right. There it is.
Cheetahs is also... Fuck it.
Yeah, they break the speed limit. You get a ticket. It's incredible.
Okay, here we go. How many layers of fur does a wolf have?
Jesus Christ. I would say, from what I understand, it's just 2. But maybe it's more. But I'd say
Goddamn, you're right.
Yeah.
Top coat and undercoat.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
How the fuck do you know this shit? This is
I don't
crazy,
know, but
dude.
this is boring the audience. Keep going. Let's go. They're exhausted.
So let's talk about your top spin. Okay.
God,
There's 2 types of elephant in this world. What are they?
Do you know what a wolf pack is? It's just a family. It's just a family. It's a mom, dad, and the kids. Anyway. And you know that you know why they howl? They howl to tell the other wolves that this is their territory. And then because farmers kill wolves, a guy figured out, I'm just gonna fucking I'm gonna teach them that this is the territory of other wolves, and the wolves stayed away and they didn't get shot. You gotta use your brain, guys, when it comes to conservation. You gotta use your brain. Yeah. And who wins in a fight? A timber wolf or a fucking mountain lion? Mountain lion. Go on.
Thank you. I asked the question.
I mean, if you're gonna go with animals, I'm gonna go crazy.
Okay. Well, there's 2 types of elephants in this world.
Yeah, Asian and African.
No, they're called Steve and Justin. You know, guys, keep fucking groaning. And you know what? Enjoy the view tomorrow morning, you fucking soft cunts. Jesus Christ. Who the fuck is groaning over...
Why, you know what? Soft cunt. I mean, if you said hard cunt...
Oh, they're fucking indoor cats. Oh, he said whack. Jesus Christ. Who the fuck is groaning? Can I just see... Because it came over here. Can I get the waitstaff to deliver some fucking tissues? Good fucking God.
Okay,
I think they're happy that 6 Dr. Seuss books got canceled.
Yes.
They're celebrating. They're gonna do a book fire after the show at Barnes & Noble. Okay.
A book fire.
Oh, he said whack.
Burn them!
All right.
Was I right? Asian and African?
You're correct, yeah. And then I said Steve and Justin, and then they fucking let's revisit. And then they groaned. Yeah. That's what happened.
And I approve. I approve of your groan. Now, do you know who would you? So who's easier to tame, Asian elephant or an African elephant? I don't know. Fucking Asian elephant. And you tamed him. You're not domesticating him because you never know when he's going to turn on you. Okay? You never know. You never know. Now, when you see somebody riding an elephant and a mahout is steering him with a fucking spike in his neck. Yeah. Well, that's an Asian elephant. Because you know what a fucking African elephant does? He fucking goes, get the fuck off my back. Like that. He does that. He turns you into fucking mush with his feet, okay? Yeah. Mush. You're fucking butter. You're fucking human butter.
Yeah.
Tu es beurre. Beurre, as they say in French.
Well, I know that the tamed African elephants,
Hard to tame an African elephant.
but the ones that have been are asking for reparations.
I need some groans. I just want to say, way to go.
Guys, I've already been canceled by TBS. You will not fucking do anything to me, okay?
TBS.
They're fucking jokes. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, God. Okay, we got like 3 more. I'll give you 3 more. You want 3 more?
Yeah.
Tell me how many you want. 2, 1?
Sure, just 2.
3? 2? Okay. How long is a leopard's tail?
I mean, like this. 3 feet.
The length of its own body.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me think about it. Yeah, the length of its own body, I'd say. If I think about it. Bagheera. Yes.
All right, this is the last one.
Raised by wolves, I befriended a black leopard named Bagheera.
What is the loudest animal on planet Earth?
You fucking chauvinist! That's a really good question. The loudest animal on planet Earth. My wife.
And nobody fucking groaned at that shit. Y'all fucking groaned at my shit, but nobody fucking groaned at Al Bundy over there, okay? Fuck you guys. Jesus Christ. Pig?
I don't know. That's, have you ever heard a mountain lion scream? It's fucking loud. Eagles scream, but I wonder if it's something weird like a blue whale or something. You know what I mean?
God damn it. You're right, dude. It's a fucking blue whale.
Yeah.
It can produce the loudest sound of any animal at 188 decibels.
Yeah.
The noise can be detected over 800 kilometers away.
Told you.
Ladies and gentlemen, animal expert Bryan Callen.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
A
How
blue whale.
did you know that?
Their hearts. A blue whale's heart weighs 1,500 pounds. So it's the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. They got heart. Steve, are you still sore?
I'm very sore.
Yeah.
For those of you that have been watching the podcast, I saw myself in the first 3 episodes, and over the course of COVID, I have not been on camera. I actually was on camera once.
Yeah.
I was on camera once. I took a small part in a adult film in Los Angeles. I played husband that goes to work. And other than that, I've not been on... do I have to repeat these guys? So, I was on camera and I looked at myself and I was like, holy shit, I look like me, but a bloated river victim of me. Like, just pale and puffy, and I just been eating like shit. So you've been an inspiration to me.
Yeah.
You're very healthy. I will not say disciplined because I know you don't like that word.
Yeah.
But Bryan walked me through a small routine yesterday, and I woke up and everything was sore. My neck, my back, my...
Pussy and my crack.
I wish more you got on board for that. But yeah, everything is fucking sore right now.
Yeah. Well, we hit you in places you haven't really worked before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was thinking maybe tonight you could show me some moves that I should be doing, some exercises that perhaps I should keep weary of.
I believe in spending no more than 20 minutes, but it's gonna be a motherfucker over 20 minutes, you know what I mean? We're gonna confuse your central nervous system. We're gonna have you doing shit that you're not. Expect the unexpected. Okay? Expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
But you told me we were gonna just do 10 squats. Yeah, well, fucking hit my hand and just come to here just a little bit so we really burn it out. We're not gonna annihilate, we're gonna stimulate, you understand?
All right, well, would you want to show me
I would have you do, you know what I think? I think that, do you know how to tan a hide?
for like a workout?
See, when you have
they don't offer those courses, Bryan, at 24-hour fitness.
I know.
I thought this was Thai boat. No, we're tanning a hide today. What the fuck? You didn't bring a carcass to class?
Well, I was thinking about how our forefathers like basically stayed in shape, and if you
Like Ben Franklin?
Yeah, Ben was already too technologically advanced, but if you live in the wilderness, I always obsess about what I'm going to do for warmth if I get caught in the wild. Like, say my plane goes down in the middle of nowhere.
Bryan, I talked about fitness.
No, I know.
Why am I survival tipping
Well,
now?
because at the end of the day, maybe we're getting fit. If you look at the psychology behind it, we're getting fit in case we gotta dig deep. You understand? In case we're a little farther out in the middle. I think the psychology is, what if I have to fight for my life?
Right.
So I might have to be ready. So that's why I think guys do, well, men and women. I don't know why I'm saying guys, because women are now with CrossFit, but functional fitness, we have all this shit about you're not even an athlete, and you're spending all your time fucking flipping a tire and doing goblet squat and all this stuff, and it's like, what? We never used to do that. What the fuck is, when you're doing all these things, and just in case, but I think there's a psychology there, which is the idea that I might need to do these movements because that's what you need for survival. I got you. Like say we were climbing, say we had to, like we were in the Hindu Kush, and the Kush is fucking vertical, you know this. And so, and you're like, bro, I'm not in shape, I can't. I'm like, we gotta fucking get there. They're gonna go. And they're pursuing us. And so we're like, let's go. And you're like, I can't. And I grab you by your ears and I'm like, fuck. And I look at you and I'm like, we gotta dig deep, take the fucking pain, And then, yeah, and then, now I'm gonna be climbing that rock face and I gotta pull you up a little bit. Now, what am I doing there? I'm pulling, and I'm using my back. So that's why, and it's not a problem for me as I'm pulling this way. Why? Because I spend a lot of time fucking rowing and doing my pull-ups. It's the same movement, you understand?
Bryan, what month is it?
It's March, Steve.
Are you feeling sane or?
I got some madness.
You got the madness.
I got some madness running through my veins.
He's crazy.
I like to watch college kids full of dreams and hopes, got their whole future out there, and you know what they are? They're unpredictable. And they get in their own heads, and they're a little bit too impulsive, which makes March Madness my favorite thing to watch, because dreams are made and dreams are shattered. And if you think you can predict a bunch of young college kids' minds, and if you think you can understand the game of basketball, or if you don't, who cares? Because my bookie is where you want to be to place your bets.
That's right.
Place your bets. It's $1 to enter. It's $1 to enter. You
How
can
much?
win It's $1 American, and you can win up to $10,000 in cash prizes, and they'll give you a $1,000 essentially signing bonus. You get $1,000 that's sort of like given to you as a what's a word, like if as you say you're filling out multiple brackets, betting the national championship winner, or simply looking for player and game props. My bookie has you covered, okay? But you can secure a deposit bonus of up to $1,000. How about that? Use the promo. Yeah. And all you got to do is use the promo code. Yeah. Use the promo code Big and Hungry. Yeah. It's not big with the and sign. It's big A-N-D Hungry. A-N-D. Yeah. Big and Hungry. A-N-D. Big A-N-D Hungry. Big A-N-D Hungry. And? I like that. Yeah, I like that. I want to call our podcast Big A&D Hungry. Yeah. You know how I'm THE man? You know how people say, Bryan, you're THE man?
I've never heard that before.
Oh, yeah, the people say that.
No one's ever said that.
The media says that. I don't believe the media, of course, but that's what they say. Look, man, it's not just about March Madness. It's not just about a bunch of impressionable kids. It's not just about college ball. Right. Could be NHL. You like the NHL.
I love the NHL.
You know your NHL. Could be NBA. Depending on what your sport is, it doesn't matter the sport. No matter the minute. From tip-off to buzzer, my bookie, they got you covered, man. They put the action in your hands. And by the way, you can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie. With my bookie. With bookie. Bookie. It's my bookie, but I like to say bookie.
Big A&D Hungry.
Yeah.
Promo code.
Yeah. Starring THE Man and Stevie Cakes.
Okay.
That's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
Stevie Cakes.
Okay.
The point is,
wait,
if you like say so now we're freezing, okay? We're freezing. We trap an animal, we shoot an animal. Now you want to wear its skin because it's getting cold. It's going to drop. It's going to drop.
Sure.
You got to dress the hide. If you skin an animal, the hide gets real hard right away. And the first thing you do when I don't know why I'm talking about this, but like I'm losing interest. But listen, I'm actually bored with my own story. But when you have a hide and you have to take a scraper and you got to scrape all the membrane off the hide. You keep the fur against you and you scrape it like that. That fucking movement right there, dude. Believe me, you're getting your fucking traps, your back, and your fucking forearm, your whole body. Your whole body. And you gotta be in a squat. I don't know why, but you gotta be in a squat. So everything is burning, but don't stop, dude, because we will fucking die. We will die, okay? And then this is really fucked up, but do you know how you keep it soft? You soak the skin, and then you take the brains of the animal, because the brains have tannins in them, and you mush the brains up in water. And this is so fucking crazy. This is what the Native Americans do. They mush the brains up. Then you rub the brains onto the hide. You fold it. You let it sit. And then, right? And then you soak it again. And now, it's a much longer process. We don't have time. But the point is that that's a good workout.
I am.
So I would take you to the wilderness.
A baby bat is called a pup, while an old bat is called Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
So what are three, if you were to distill three basic things I should focus on in a routine, just starting off, getting back in the swing of things, what would they be?
Anything that requires a squat, so you're getting low, right? You're just here, right? I say a squat.
Yeah.
I like anything that has to do with a pull-up.
Okay.
I like a pull-up, I like a squat, and I like maybe, you know what? It sounds simple, but maybe just push-ups.
Yeah. Can you walk me through a good form on a squat? If I was the girl at the pool house and I go like this, you come behind me and go, no, baby, let me show you.
I don't do that.
Show me how to do a good squat.
Let me see a squat.
In terms of form.
Go ahead, let me see you squat.
A squat? Okay. Like that?
Yeah, well, all right. See, I got a problem. Show them, turn this way. I already got a problem.
Turn which way?
Go ahead, let me see. Go ahead,
Where?
Turn this way. Now go ahead, do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a problem. I don't like the bend. I don't like the bend, right?
No.
I don't like the bend. What I'm gonna need is I'm gonna need your back straight. Need you to kick your ass out a little bit, okay?
Kick my ass out a little bit?
Like you're twerking, just like you're twerking. You're here, right?
Okay.
Let me see.
Should we in unit?
Back straight. Maybe a little weight on the heels. I don't know. I'm not an exercise guru, but I'm already having a problem. I don't see. You went down and you went this. You're leaning this way. I want you to sit back here and keep your.
Yeah. My legs are so sore from yesterday, but okay.
Yeah.
Are you emotionally invested in this? Because you're like, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
She cares.
Like that.
Yeah, but see how you're bending there? I'm not crazy about that. I'd like you to, or I want you to make it perverted. Stick your ass out as far as you're dancing for money.
Like stick my ass out?
That's it, there you go, a little bit more. Yeah, arch your back, there you go.
Okay.
I have you go a little lower, but we're not ready for that right now.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Asians don't have asses, just so you know.
We'll work on that.
No, they historically don't. It's just back, crack, legs.
I think we're exercise crazy in an unhealthy way. I think exercise has become too crazy. I think we're too obsessed with the idea of. I just don't think it's healthy. I don't think we have a culture that makes you feel good about yourself. I don't. I think that we have a culture in this country that requires you to, makes you feel like you're lacking something and you have to add something in order to be happy.
Yeah,
and
if you watch TV
ends.
after midnight, for sure. That's what all those infomercials are.
But it's how we market everything.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with you. You need this, so let's add that, and then you'll be happy, but let's add something else after that.
Right.
It's very easy to tap into that hardware. That's how the human condition is anyway. But I don't think it's a culture that makes you feel okay with who you are. It's a culture that makes you feel like your natural body sucks. Your natural body's a problem, right?
Right.
You're too weak. I see it with my own children. I see that it already start with
I see it
the
with the children too, by the way. I see the same thing when I see his kids like these fucking weak pussies.
Yeah,
that's all I ever say to myself.
Because I'm not going to have kids that are out of shape. I'm like, you're embarrassing me.
Yeah.
And no, but that's a weird thing, and I don't think you solve your problems just with exercise, but we sell entire industries that way. No limits. Be goal driven. I don't know, dude.
You could solve a lot of problems with this. It's called whiskey.
A little whiskey. Yeah. And
I agree with you, though. I mean,
yeah.
But you said this country in particular doesn't celebrate an individual or make an individual feel happy or content with it about themselves.
I think part of what makes Americans amazing is that we're pioneers, right? The idea that I want to discover something new. I want to do something better. Because part of what makes this country special is the idea that we have potential. That you may not be rich now, but tomorrow you could be a multimillionaire. And that's the American story.
Right.
Whether or not most people share in that story is a different debate. But the idea of you have the potential to be much more than you are today is central to the American ethos, the American mythology, the American experiment, the idea of being an American. You can't take that away, right? It's almost, people have said that's almost what stops the lower classes or people who have money from overthrowing the aristocracy. Because the lower classes feel like I might be an aristocrat one day because this system allows for that. If you take that away, we're in big trouble. But I think that with that comes, like with anything else, comes trappings. And one of those trappings is the idea that I'm not enough now, but one day if I do enough of this, I'll have that, because a whole industry, a cottage industry grows up around getting you to modify your behavior, even though it's not true. They get you with enough psychological tricks and examples to think that if I look like, the Batman costume, if I look like a Greek statue, everything will fall into place. And I don't think Europeans, that's not how Europeans or Asians actually, my experience from living in those countries, that was never something that was central to how you were pressured. You were never pressured in that direction. Well, it was different.
Just side note, I just realized I've been leaning on this microphone, and I realize I will never die from COVID because I've been sharing a microphone with the most disgusting human beings the last 23 years, comedians.
Yeah.
Right here in my hand.
Yep.
But I think America celebrates mediocrity these days.
I don't know.
I do.
Yeah.
I think, you ask any employer, they can't hire a millennial longer than 6 months because they all quit because they feel like they deserve more.
I've heard that, but I don't know if that's true.
It is true. I've talked to people
that
are business owners, and from what I've heard from them, it is true. I mean, look at fucking Star Wars, the new reboots. It's like Rey is the millennial of Star Wars. She just got the Force. She never fucking trained. She just got it. They're like,
that's
what
funny.
The fuck? And it's like, of course they all love it, because that's them. They just get the Force. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, but let me ask you this. Do you think older generations have always said that about the younger generations?
Yes.
Yeah.
But this time it's true.
Yeah. Because I have that tendency. I'm older, and I always think that younger people don't know as much, or that they don't have the same values. I think I'm wrong. I just am not privy to their conversations. But I definitely think the search for meaning is as strong in young people as it is for old people. And certainly, I think it's a much more confusing world than it was.
There is a lot to celebrate with young people.
Yeah.
The appreciation of diversity and wanting to be inclusive, and I think at times it goes a little too far. But
it goes too far if
like,
the larger question is it equality of opportunity or equality of outcome? Are you going to enforce an equality of outcome? Are you going to say that we have to figure out a way to create more equality of opportunity, which of course you have to be in favor of. Yeah. Are you though saying, wait a minute, here's how it shook out, and now we're going to enforce, socially engineer equality in turn, and the criteria is what? A color board, an ethnicity board, or is it also going to be a historical suffering meter? That's where you run into problems. Good luck doing that. Good fucking luck trying to parse that out. Everybody's got a stake in that claim.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, then you got to talk to the white guy who's like, I have crippling anxiety and I'm deaf in one ear. You know, we can just keep going.
Well, every individual...
Fucking deep shit we're talking about, guys.
Every individual is the biggest minority, right? There's only, you know, like this gentleman here, he's obviously white, but you could just say, oh, he's white. But
he doesn't
what do you do for a
identify
living?
that way.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Ohio.
In Ohio? And what do you do for a living?
I work at a music business company here in Nashville.
And what's your hobby? Okay,
Plays
so
guitar.
he's a white guy from Ohio that works in the music industry and he plays guitar. It's like, if you were to disseminate all those factions and stuff, there's probably, you know, 33 Chads out there in the world.
I just don't think he should be in the business.
But the individual is the biggest minority of all the minorities.
Well, that's why you treat everybody as an individual. Fucking solving a lot of problems right now. Let me see what else you have on our outline.
No, it's okay.
That was very good, Steve.
I think we hit everything. Oh, this is, we were backstage, and as comedians, sometimes comedians that were there the night before, the week before, they leave their set list. And we discovered a set list backstage.
Yeah, I thought we'd bring it up.
And we thought maybe we would dissect this set list.
Yeah.
And ask what is going... By the way, because I know there's another show here. Where are we? Are we okay, or...
Well, don't worry.
Okay.
All right. So the first thing is lie to your kid.
No, it says, don't lie to your kid.
Don't lie to your kid.
And then next to it says, Jew weed?
It says Jew weed. I don't know what to say about that. It's Jew weed, you know.
Well, I'd like to continue to work in Hollywood, so we're not going to talk about Jew weed.
I don't know. This is grown in Israel, so...
Don't lie to your kid, though. I would say definitely lie to your kid.
Yeah.
But then again, life's tough enough, because kids get lied to all the time.
Yeah.
Kids get lied to all the time. You know, Santa Claus,
Yeah.
pro wrestling.
Yeah.
And then when you get to be a teenager, you're like, oh my God, those tits are huge. It's like, no, not really.
Yeah, you lie to your kids, though. My kid, you know, like, he, I'm like, you're so smart, and, you know. You know, he collects rocks, you know. Like, he was like, look at these rocks. I'm like, they're all fucking beige. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to, you know. I'm not going to do that. I want to, but I'm not going to. I'm like, those rocks are amazing. You found this? That's what I do. So I'm lying to him, you know? And then he's wandering where we're hiking. He's fucking wandering, and I don't want him wandering too far. And I go, you got to be crazy, right? And he goes, what? I go, that you're wandering when mountain lions are everywhere, and you're exactly the age where they take you. And he's like fucking glued to me. He's walking. He's glued to me. He's touching me as I'm walking. And when we were in Hawaii, and the kid is fucking, I don't like him going. He's too adorable. I'm afraid, you know. So he's just wandering off, you know, he's in his own world. So, you know, they come back and he keeps going, then he keeps going further. You know, he wanders, right?
Yeah.
So then all I do is this. I go, just don't go over that way. You know, if you go too far, it's just, you know, it becomes a problem. And he goes, what? And I go, nah. And I'm eating. I go, it's nothing. It's just the evil mermaids. And, you know, they just, that's all I say. That's all I say. Like a dog with an electric fence. You know how they go, dang, like that. And they're like, I'm staying inside, you know? Fucking right here. I'm like, bro, you can go a little further. You got to fuck that, evil mermaids.
But it's true, when you're hanging out with your son and he's throwing a football and he's like, did I do it, Dad? You're like, yeah, of course, buddy. You fucking bombed it.
Yeah.
You don't say fucking bombed it, but you go, yeah, you bombed it. But you watch it, and the dilemma is you see him throw, there's no follow through, he's not bending his knees, he's not rotating at all, and you sit there on the couch, you're like, I could get up and I could tell him, okay, stand like this, shoulder width apart, bend your knees, rotate like this, and work on your follow through.
I do that.
And instead, you just go, yeah, that's great.
Yep. No, I don't do that. I go like this. I go.
A coach will show you in 7th grade. That's when I'm not going to do shit.
Yeah. When my son throws a football, I go, I do it. There's a way to do it where you don't have to lie. You go, that's really good. Are you going to make it in the pros? No. But that's good. Right? I think you can split the difference in that sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you ever going to be D1? I don't think you got it. I can tell now, you know, but
I saw my son
you'll be a comic.
I saw my son throw a football, and the next time he throws the football, I'm just going to walk over, take the football out of his hand, and hand him a clarinet.
My son, you're not going to make any money with a fucking... The one guy in the history of clarinets made money, Kenny G.
Oh, yeah.
One dude, and that was for 10
Speaking
minutes.
of Kenny G, let's talk about Jewweed.
Wait, I was going to say, have you ever had your son lie to you? That's so adorable when they lie. My son will lie. My son lied, and I go, "Why'd you lie?" And he goes, he wouldn't answer me. I go, "Why'd you lie?" He goes, "It's in my nature, okay?" But the best is when I do this. I knew he took some shit out of my car, and I go, "Did you take stuff out of the car?" And he goes, "No." He goes like this. I go, "No." Like, what? No. Like that. Like, what do you think? I go, "You didn't take anything in my car?" He goes, "No. Why would I take something out of your car?" Like that. So all I do is this. I go, "Okay, that's cool. I'll check the videotapes. It's probably somebody." You know. And he goes, "What?" I go, "And no, in case, because I think there's probably some burglar in the neighborhood, so I got to check the videotape, because I'll just get his face. That's why I have it there." So you can just see him milling about. He's like, "I don't know." And he goes, I mean, sometimes you can take something and you don't know you took it. Like you. It's so fucking great. I mean, even if I took it, maybe I don't remember. Like, you ever done that where you don't remember you took it, and sometimes you don't remember it, but then you take it, but then
I was driving with my family, and we were just driving, and then my son from the back seat goes, "Oh, somebody farted." And nobody says anything for a good 10 seconds. Then I just hear, "It was probably me."
My friend told a story in college. He told this great story in college. And my friend who was there goes, "Hey, bro, that's my story, man." And my friend goes, "What?" And he goes, "I told you that story." And he told it like it was him. And he goes, "I wonder if that's true." And he goes, "It's true." He goes, "Yeah, man, sometimes you get all, I don't know." Like, I was like, "Man, you're a liar, huh? You fucking liar."
Well, I don't want to talk about Carlos Mencia anymore tonight, guys. I just want to have a good evening. Why the fucking... Can we get more tissues over here for this section over here? Are you guys all in the same cycle? What is going on here?
Then he has gross right here.
Gross.
I hope this isn't a comic we know. These are all funny topics. He wrote gross.
Gross to me, the minute I see gross, I just think of my high school... I just saw the word gross, and I thought, well, gross, what does gross mean to me? My high school senior picture, you get dressed up, and you take it in the fucking glamour shot background or whatever. I had such bad acne.
Yeah.
I broke out so fucking bad. I had zits everywhere that my picture, when it was sent to my parents' house, and they were like, you want package A, B, or C, they never ordered it. My parents never ordered my senior class picture because I look fucking disgusting. Like, if you open hand slap my face, zit juice would just pop. Oh, guys, what do you want from me?
Oh, my God.
What the fuck? I thought this was a safe place.
So funny.
I thought this was an honest place.
And I'd be the Silverback. Hey, add insult to injury. This is going to hurt double. Say. Anyway, I like making weird sound effects. That's my sound effect for all your zits popping at the same time. Say! Spelled S-I-A. I think gross. I heard a girl, he said, we were close. They were dating. It was in college. And I said, "Oh, okay." He goes, "No, dude, like I had anal warts." And she looked at them. And I
Excuse
was
me?
like, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Back up. You can't serve the entree without an appetizer.
Yeah.
Hold on, I just heard anal warts, and then they were like,
I think the idea of anal warts are already horrible enough, but when they're on your ass, in your anus, I can't think of anything worse. Like, I can't imagine looking at them. I would be like, what? I can't date you, and she's stuck with him. And I remember I was like, man, that's a deep bond, where you'd be like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're gonna be like, I'll still fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, not in a million. You're done. Done. I could never be like, you will get those removed. I got to move out immediately.
I gotta move out.
You know what I mean? I got to run the other way and never stop running. You know what I mean?
How many months on the lease?
Am I right? Is that a deal breaker? That's fucking like, what the fuck? Like, warts on your shitter. I got to get out. I got to run. I got to go. Genetically, there's a problem. There's all kinds of problems.
Wait, who's hold on,
It was
just
a
real
guy in college whose name I don't even remember who told me how close he was to his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Then they broke up because he lied to her, and he said we're close, like close. Like she looked at my anal warts because I didn't know what was going on, and she told me, and I was like,
So he had
I can't
anal
be
warts?
friends with you either now, huh?
Well, that's two of us that are. Yeah.
That's just where I have to draw the line. I find some people are afraid of spiders. I'm afraid of anal warts. You know what I mean? I have a phobia of that. Of your shitter. If it's got fungi, if it's got mushrooms. Sorry.
if the Smurfs live in your asshole.
Let's change the subject.
Yeah, please. What is the time? Because I know there's another
we gotta
show
go.
here. I just want to be respectful.
Yeah.
Can somebody tell me what?
Yeah.
Does anybody work here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. I just want to be respectful to Josh because Josh Wolf is the next show here, and
This says your parents fuck.
Miss,
Never experienced that.
you're here with your parents tonight, and I assume that you know you were conceived, you were brought here, your parents obviously.
That is the worst thing to do to them.
Look, they're on the front row, but it's right here. It's right here. I don't know who it was, but it says your parents.
Look, they look like a respectable but randy family. So
That's right. Yeah, and he's a priest, by the way. He's a priest. He's a man of the cloth, and he.
Oh, are you really?
Yes.
All right. Well, so let's not talk about that anymore. Then I'm not comfortable.
I know. I don't want to talk about it
Leave the man
either.
in peace, for God's sake.
But here's the good news, Brian. We're not talking about it. We're going to move on from it. We're going to talk about other things because we don't want to discuss it. We don't want to put visuals in anybody's head.
Yeah.
We don't want to imagine him taking his glasses
I don't
off,
want to hear
stand
about
down,
it.
stand
No,
down.
don't do it.
Here
Don't
we
do
go.
it. He's a priest.
Do you have a confession
God
to
damn it.
make?
Stop doing
Yes,
that.
Father.
Stop doing that.
I just.
God damn it,
Who
Steven.
is your father? Boys to Men, ABC, BBD. We don't want to do any of that. So we're not talking about it, and we're not putting anything in your.
This podcast will be titled "Going to Hell for Sure." Father, I apologize.
I do apologize. Can you find it in my heart, your heart? Of course he can. That's why I said it, because he'll forgive me.
God bless.
All right, you want to go through two more? Teacher sex. That's on here.
Well, I mean, that's a fantasy. Of
Teacher
course.
sex.
For me, it was. I mean, I was always attracted to my teachers.
Well, I do know this, that teachers are underpaid.
Yeah.
Teachers are vastly underpaid. And I read a story, because there's a rash of female teachers having sex with students, and there's a 38-year-old female teacher in Massachusetts that got arrested for having sex with a 15-year-old boy in a motel. And I'm telling you right now, these teachers are so underpaid, they cannot even afford a hotel, guys. They are fucking in the... What's with the fucking... Jesus, guys. Like I'm Dice.
Do you guys, let me ask, let's see how woke we are as a group. Be honest. Are you more forgiving of that than if it was a gender reversal where the man was having sex with the 15-year-old girl?
By round of applause. Okay, give the two options and we'll do round of applause.
So, 15-year-old boy.
Hold on, let me wink at the boys.
Yeah, because I know at 15 I would have been all in.
Guys, go with your heart. Yeah.
And zero trauma. Zero. Well, all in. Like holy fucking shit. Like 100%. I'm telling you. Like that's be like, what the fuck? You know?
Because it's like first she took me to Chili's and now this?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I can't imagine how awesome that would have been. But yeah, I would imagine, right? So so male student, female teacher.
Who's more forgiving of male student, female? No, male student, female teacher. Who's more forgiving of that? Round of applause. And vote with your hearts. Okay?
It's uncomfortable.
Male teacher, female student, round of applause. Who's forgiving of that?
It's interesting, isn't it? We got a double standard in our society, and I understand it, and I agree with it. I do agree with it. I agree with it emotionally. But I just think it's very interesting how we just have these things that go on with us. And you don't have to explain it. Sometimes it's just a feeling, right? It's like, it's like that. They did these studies on whether or not if a brother and sister have sex in the woods and nobody's there to watch and they use protection. And
wait.
I know. And what happens is, right, but everybody goes, ooh, why? Oh, it just doesn't sit right with me, right? I don't have to explain it. It's just like, ugh. But if you, the survey is the more educated, in quotes, the higher your education, the more people are often apt to say, well, if it's not harming anybody, I suppose there's nothing wrong with it. But all of us go, I don't like that. They do these experiments, like if you cut the American flag up into 30 pieces and clean your bathroom with it. But most of us go, I'm not comfortable with that. But again, when they survey people that have their PhDs in something like economics or social sciences of some kind, they tend to go, well, I mean, it's fine as long as it's not hurting anybody. It's just
well, I guess I went to University of Phoenix because I am not fucking down.
But that's kind of the same thing in this situation where there's just a reflex that we have.
But then again, if I saw Rob Kardashian fucking Kourtney Kardashian in the wood, I'd be like, yeah, you two should fuck each other because you've been fucking ruining our goddamn lives the last 30 fucking years.
God, Steve, you're so hard on the Kardashians. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Think we did it.
I think we're done. I think that's all I can read here. Taco Bell, your favorite fucking restaurant.
Fuck yeah.
There's good restaurants here, too. Well, there's a Taco Bell down the way. You'll eat it all, too, huh?
I'll eat it all.
You'll eat it all.
All of it.
Brad Pitt dance. That's interesting.
I can't
don't
even
think he can
imagine
dance.
Brad Pitt dancing.
No. I think he'd just go like this. You know what I mean? I think he'd point like this. He doesn't, I don't think anything moves. You know what I mean? I think everything is kind of up here.
Okay, when you were in your 20s...
When guys dance, a lot of guys, just their shoulders, they just fucking... You know what I mean? Like that, I'm fucking my tits, my shoulders. You ever notice that? It's rare that, I don't know. I'm not
What was your
dancer,
go-to move on a dance floor in your 20s when you're single?
What? I did this. I like this dance, too. I didn't do this, but I've always... Love that 80s.
This is the one that Bryan does that makes me... Can you give me Tortured Soul?
Oh, well, that's like if I'm really hot and I'm young and I'm a dude who's just like hot and sensual I've always wanted to be like so hot and sexy and I had this fantasy of having to being a male dancer for older, wealthy businessmen. And I want to be so sexy and that I want to have an absent-minded look on my face. You know what I mean? Like I'm dancing so I'm like, for whatever reason, I have a ribbon around both my wrists. That's kind of my thing. And I'm you know what I mean? But I'm just like looking off because I'm a little high. You know what I mean? And I want to go, like if somebody says something, I go, pardon? What? Oh, thank you. And I want to wave. I want to be impossibly hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bryan Callen. My name is Steve Byrne.
And this is Steve Byrne. And this is Steve Byrne.
This has been Big Hungry Podcast, everybody. And the good news is we do this once a month right here in Nashville, Tennessee at Zany's Comedy Club. We thank you so much for coming out to the show. Did you all have a good time tonight? Did you all have a good time tonight? We had a great time. And just remember, everybody, her parents fuck. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.